Every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 53rd day of my challenge, where every day I'm trying a new recipe of Laura and I'm posting it every second day. So today I am gonna skip like 4, I believe, recipes because I just cannot find the ingredients, but I'm gonna try, I think, like the perfect recipe for today because it is a really gloomy autumn day and I totally can feel it on my mood. So the caramel apple upside down cake will, I think, make my mood much better. So let's go over the ingredients and let's get started. We're gonna need, for the caramel, 50 grams of butter and 120 grams of brown sugar. Now for the cake, we're gonna need 2 large or 4 or 5 small apples, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 200 grams of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of freshly grated orange zest, 100 grams of butter, 2 eggs, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 120 milliliters of milk, and 200 grams of sugar. Hair's up! Let's make some apple cake. So I'm gonna start by prepping my apples, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna peel them first and then I'm gonna slice them thinly. Now if you have big apples, you might want to first core them and then slice the quarters, but as mine are these tiny ones, I think I'm gonna slice them as they are because otherwise the slices might turn out too small. So let's do that. And now I'm gonna toss them with 1 teaspoon of lemon juice so that they wouldn't become brown. And now let's prepare the pan, which if you have a 20 by 20 centimeters square pan, use that one. I'm gonna use my cake pan. I'm always using this one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lightly spray it with non-stick cooking spray and then I'm gonna line the very bottom of it with parchment paper. And now, let's make the caramel syrup. What I have here is a small saucepan to which now I'm gonna add in the 50 grams of butter, which I'm gonna melt, and once it's melted, then I'm gonna add in the sugar, the brown one. And I'm gonna, while stirring constantly, I'm gonna wait for it to melt and start boiling, and then I'm gonna turn the heat off and bring this syrup to the counter. Okay, and now I'm gonna pour it into the pan and I'm gonna even it out a little bit. And now I'm gonna arrange the apples nicely, kind of overlaying each other on top of this brown sugar mixture. Okay, at this point I'm gonna turn on my oven to preheat to 170 degrees and let's make the cake batter. I'm gonna start by quickly mixing the dry ingredients together, so that's the baking powder, cinnamon, salt and nutmeg with the flour. Okay, and now let's cream together butter with the sugar. Okay, and now I'm gonna add in the eggs, orange zest, and the vanilla extract, and I'm gonna mix until everything is creamy. This smells already so good. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take half of the dry ingredients, half of the milk, mix it in, and then add the rest and mix everything together. But I'm gonna try not to overmix. It's important, as always, not to overmix. Perfect. And now I'm gonna put it into the pan on top of the apples and level it out. I can already tell that this is gonna be one amazing cake. So now into the oven for 50 minutes. I'm so in love with the smell in my home. Okay, let's try if the cake's ready. It looks so. I will make a second hole. Okay, so the cake's ready. I'm gonna let it cool for 15 minutes now. It totally worked! I cannot believe it. So cool! I honestly cannot wait to try it because I cannot think of a better and yummier feeling smell than my home now. It's like, come here. This will be so good. This is mouth-watering good before you even try it. My mom. Okay, this will be strike 2 from my mom. This is so yummy. Okay, the caramel apples on top, they really remind you of caramel apples. And the cake itself, it's so moist and so flavorful and not too sweet. With all that sugar going on, it's not too sweet. Okay, so we have this apple pie or cake, whatever you want to call it, in my family, which we were making since my childhood. Everyone knows how to make it. I know, my brother knows, my dad can make it, and of course my mom. But this is the second time when I really wanna... Okay, I won't say it, but I will say this. I don't think I'm gonna make my family apple cake anytime soon, because this one, oh my God, you just kind of, I know, you just want to come and visit me, right? Because if I were you, I would totally want to do that. I'm gonna go and make myself a cup of tea and enjoy this amazing cake. As for you guys, you can go and check the original recipe by Laura, and the written one is in the description box down below. You should definitely go and check it out there, because if you want a quick apple cake, here's the recipe for you. I really hope you had fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a day. Bye!